The Forest Essential project is kind of a dream project, or it has really become one, because it is one, its location is amazing. It is in the middle Himalayan ranges in a very remote part of Tehri Garhwal area, which has no road even reaching up to it. The last kilometer of road had to be kind of created to get to this site. So it really seems to be like this hill of Lodsi is at its pinnacle, has this Forest Essentials. I wouldn't call it factory, I would call it like a community building, because the community puts together this product, which then goes out as an Ayurveda inspired luxury product for the entire world. So the design brief was to follow the ethos of the company, that it has to be a building which not only promotes the product that goes out, but actually promotes the people who make the product possible. The brief was to be sustainable, as the entire practice of Ayurveda is based on sustainability. So the architecture of it, of course, was to be completely sustainable. A hill architecture, and this particularly very nice climate, actually doesn't require much to make it net zero. But we had to generate a lot of power, over 50 kilowatts, to support the industrial needs of this particular facility. The entire terrace area, section that is not generating solar energy, is actually being treated as amphitheater for them to sit, cluster, chat, and also probably do sort of communal activities of gathering herbs, separating them or crushing them together, things that are permitted to be done in the outdoors. The Forest Essentials community project is not just something that I'm personally very proud of Morphogenesis involvement, but it's one which has brought a lot of awareness post-pandemic. I believe, and there's a lot of talk around the world right now, of staying away from congregating kind of a sea of humanity in our large urban centers. And decentralizing growth is something that is now seen as essential as a way going forward. This project is about decentralized growth. Everything has come from the same region, including people, including inspiration for architecture. And this is the way forward, not just for off-grid hill architecture in India, but really quite an example for how to live, how to build going forward from here. So there are also animals which are bred on the site. Areas were designed where people who come to look after the animals also have a kind of a community engagement going on with a lot of open space. The building looks at lifestyle, looks at local architecture, and is a combination of the two. In terms of materiality, it has used the stone, a lot of it that was excavated from here, to go back and form the stone-clad walls of this building. A lot of wood is the one which has been locally more or less gathered like driftwood. So as much of the wood that wood use was minimized, and as much of it that was done in that way. A lot of the plantation around which was used is one that is again used in producing the product within the building. And of course, the fact that it's located amazingly well and you get views down the mountainside, and a lot of the views were oriented towards a future building, which will also produce product of a similar nature, which will come down the hill, so that eventually when the two buildings come together, they have a synergy, and it just seems like something spread across a hill, which is by the people and for the people, which is what the ethos of the architecture of this building is, as well as the product, as well as the community.